Can the people, they just don't get it. They don't get you. They don't get you so much so that they're driving themselves out of their mind trying to get it, trying to get you. See, you're a peculiar people. God said so. So you're gonna be misunderstood by many. Furthermore, you're really gonna be misunderstood by those who come against you, those who try to take you down and they can't. And as I always say, these people have never seen anything like this before. They have never experienced not being able to affect anyone the way they intend to. But the thing is, kingdom people, you not everybody. You not the people they dealt with. And they're realizing that. And they just don't get you. And they're not necessarily supposed to. These are the kind of people who think they're supposed to get everything. Think they know everything. And kingdom people, here's the truth. I almost can't even get out. They don't know much of nothing. Because they think they know everything, when it's something that they don't understand and they don't get, it confuses them. Because they think they know everything. Now, who knows everything? Nobody. But these are people, and I keep hearing this. God was speaking to me yesterday evening about how these kind of people are fools. They're fools. You can see they're fools by the way they behave, by the way they come for you, even sometimes by the way they talk. They're foolish. They're foolish people. They hate wisdom. They hate correction. They don't like to be held accountable. Accountable. Listen, to think that these kind of people are going to take accountability is foolish. Because they're foolish. Foolish people don't take accountability. These are the kind of people that blame you for the fact that they don't understand you. As if they're supposed to understand you and everything for that matter. But they just don't get it. They just don't get you. And it's really messing with their head. See, kingdom people, they done tried all the tricks in the book. They done went to, I just heard all the spell casters. That's not even what I was getting ready to say, but that's what I heard. They went to the spell casters, all the ones that they could. They done tried everything, and it always works. See, this is the other part, kingdom people. These people study you. These are the kind of people that study people, but not for good. They study people to see how they're going to trip them up, how they're going to manipulate them, control them. You know, it's not for good reasons. I was thinking about earlier how, you know, when this was on me, and well, I'll just say this. When this was on me earlier, you know, it's confusing to them because they even feel like you know them. You know what they are. And I thought this. First of all, when people behave a certain way, if you behaving chaotic, erratic, and, you know, all over the place, a mental disorder is not hard to detect. And I just kind of had a moment of just thinking about the fact that I actually study human behavior. I'm degreed in psychology, number one. But even outside of that, I just am just one who pay attention to human behavior. And going back to what I was saying, mental illnesses, yes, while I do have a pretty in-depth understanding of different mental disorders and what they look like, it's not hard to detect. You don't have to have any, I want to say, any degree or education necessarily in psychology to see when someone has a mental illness. It's not hard to detect. So I'm saying all that to say they don't even get how you are able to discern or can see that they are nuts. The point I'm getting to, Kingdom people, is they act like nuts, but they don't get you and how you know they're a nut. Here's the other part. They fool a lot of people until they start acting like a whole nut. Catch this, Kingdom people. They act like that nut with you because of who you are. They not around here acting like nuts with other people. And or should I say, even where they are or where they have, everybody else has responded differently to them. No one has responded or didn't respond, hasn't responded, should I say, the way you are. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, they don't get, they just don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand how you know they a nut. Why you not responding like everybody else? Because you can see. You can see them for who they are. And as I said, you not everybody else. You peep game. You peep who they are. You already know not to feed into them. You may have had to learn it. See, you may have had experiences prior to these ones in particular where you did respond different. But you had to learn. Don't do that. Furthermore, you've matured. So when you mature, certain things you just don't want to do no more. You're just not going to do anymore because you're more grown up. And so they just don't get your stance. They don't understand how you can move and be like that. And I would say that when you're older, because when you get older, you're supposed to mature, but everybody don't do that. I've had instances where people who be on one with me, they're younger than me, at least 10 plus years. And many a times initially, and sometimes at all, they don't even know that I'm the age that I am. And my thinking is, I'm a grown woman. The kind of thing you looking for me to do, I would never be and do anyway, because that's kid stuff. That's child's play, in other words. Even though some of the stuff I never been. But yes, I have had to learn some things and grow up and, mature and develop in some areas. But what I'm getting to here is what I've come to learn, or realize, should I say, is that, because God had to bring this to my attention, these people too know older people in their 50s and 60s still acting a fool. So age don't even ring a bell to them. It doesn't even, they don't even equate age until they're thinking, into their calculations of trying to understand whatever they're trying to understand where people are concerned, where even maybe you are concerned. So they're just not accustomed to this. And they're trying to get you. They're trying to understand you. When I tell you they're trying to understand you, these people be in their heads trying to figure you out. God was showing me yesterday just that. But along with that, these certain ones that be trying to calculate your money, trying to figure out how much you make and how you making your money. And my thing is this. You think you're going to figure that out in your head? But they try to. They try to sit in their head and figure it out. They in their head trying to get you, trying to understand you, trying to make it make sense in their head. And they can't. These people are literally driving themselves nuts. Cool. Literally. Trying to get you. Trying to understand. Listen, I'm going to say it like this. What's understood don't have to be explained. See, certain people get you like we get each other. To the extent we do. But y'all get what I'm saying? What's understood don't have to be explained to the people that's supposed to get you. In other words, if you got to go through all that trying to understand and get somebody, that's somebody that you probably should just leave it alone. Because you're trying to get them, for one, for the wrong reasons. Furthermore, the reasons why you're trying to get them is because of all the wrong actions you've taken towards them. And it doesn't match your experience, your past experiences. What you are, how you respond, just how you move, how you operate or don't operate does not coincide with any of their, not even just past experience, I want to say now experiences outside of you. So can the people, they're trying to get you and they can't. They not getting it. They are so confused about you. Because the other thing to that is right when they think they know, they're like, ooh, this is what it is. They find out, this ain't that. Every time they think they got it, they hit the head on the nail. Every time they think, ooh, we got her. This is what it is. We got them. Now we know. Now let's do this. They find out, that ain't it either. They're never going to be able to figure you out. Because first of all, it's not for them to figure you out. The enemy's supposed to be confused. Let me say that first. God makes sure of it. And so do you. You're not walking around like an open book. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep some things quiet and private. And not just that, kind of people, what they trying to get, some of it, what they trying to get and understand about you ain't no secret. They just want to say dumb. But what it is they on demon time. Being on demon time can make you a dumb. Because like I said, it's people that get you, but they ain't on boo-boo with you either. Trying to be on some crazy stuff to get in a position of where like, you don't get it, they don't get her. Yeah, I bet you don't. Because you want boo-boo. Boo-boo from boo-boo equals boo-boo. And that's why they confused with all that boo-boo. You know, but kind of people, they tripping. They real messed up. And they confused. They driving themselves out of their mind because they just don't get you. And it's really affecting them badly. All because they don't get you.